have a gift here. Somebody gave it to me. So when I look down in this gift, I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. And then I set the gift down and I just put it over to the side because I really don't want it. And I'm like, you know what? I know I asked them to give me a gift. I know that they brought it to me, but I just don't want it. Sometimes we have a tendency to do that when God blesses us with something and it doesn't look the way we think it should look, and it isn't what we want, and it isn't what we feel like we need, because we're trying to go off of our plan or our flesh's plan rather than God's plan. So when we look at what he's given us, or when we look at what he's blessed us, if it doesn't look like how we perceive in our mind, then we begin to say, God, that's not it. Oh God, this isn't for my life. This isn't for me. You don't have that for me. That doesn't have my name on it. I've been praying for this specific thing. And even though you're telling me and blessing me with something, it don't look like what my mind says in my life and what I think I should do. But in 1 Peter 4:1-11 of the Message Bible, it breaks it down. And it starts off talking about how we have to get used to suffering, and that if Jesus suffered the same way that we do on this earth, that all that is showing you is this, that when you are removing yourself from sin, yes, your flesh suffers, but your spirit gains. So that if you begin to give way to the flesh and build up your spirit, you will give way to the agenda that you have for your life, and you will take God's agenda for your life. It says to focus on what it is that God's plan is. And then it begins to go on in the scriptures, and towards the end, right around the 9, 10, and 11 region in the Message Bible, it starts to talk about how God gives gifts. And if God has given you the gift of speaking, to speak as if it was God speaking through you. If God has given you the gift of helping, that you help with that heart, so that in all that you do, those gifts that he's given you, that you will exude Christ so much that he will get the glory and people will be able to see it. So I'm here to ask you today, what gift is God giving you that you're saying, that's not my gift. That's not for me. It don't look like what I feel like my gift needs to be. God, take that back. I'm going to wait here until you give me what my mind says I need, what I think I need in the agenda that I have for my life, what can please me. When God is trying to give you what can please your spirit, when God is trying to give you that gift that can take you places to your destiny that you never could do on your own or by your own flesh, when God is trying to give you a gift that can change your whole world around. Some of us have been given blessings. Some of us have blessings right up in our face. And some of us have been given gifts by God that we're not utilizing because we keep pushing them back saying, God, that's not for me. I'm not going to do that. Nope, I'm not going to do that because we're too busy in our flesh, when God is saying, step out of that flesh. Step out of that understanding that you're trying to please yourself, and understand that you need to please me, and that you need to do it because when you step into the gifts that God has given you, and you begin to work in your calling and move in the path that he's created just for you, then people can see your God through you and lives can be changed, because your gifts are not given to you for you. They're given to you to bless others. So as I encourage every single person under the sound of my voice, that whatever the gifts are that God has given you, whatever blessings that he's given you in your life that may not look like how they're supposed to be looked, that they be revealed to you. That the gifts that you know that you should be doing that you have not started to do. And see, everybody always thinks, oh, I gotta maybe preach or teach or sing or do this. But sometimes God just gives you a gift to be a helper. Sometimes God gives you the gift to be a good listener. Sometimes God gives you a gift to be very wise with your money and good in all that you do. So just do what God has called you to do and what comes natural to you. And the more that you go through this thing called life, push away from your flesh and allow your flesh to suffer and your spirit to gain, because you're walking out the agenda of Christ and not the agenda of yourself. Be blessed and have an amazing Friday.